They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. Now Manning. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it down this time to the 7. And as a result, the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Into the red zone now. Manning. And this is complete. It's Marshall. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this trio that New York has compiled, Brandon Marshall, Sterling Shepard, and, of course, Odell Beckham Jr., fits right into head coach Ben McAdoo's attack. They led the league in 3 wide receiver sets in 2016.
Zone for a Giants touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a 2nd straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They start the drive with Martin. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Quick move by Miller. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff to Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Winston from the gun on third down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Forced out to his left. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. On play action, it's Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Look at this. It's the former Giant, Robert Ayers, in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, now Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. On third and long, it's Manning. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. On fourth down, off goes Manning, and on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas, for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 50. That was never in doubt. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And now running right through him. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. So out come the Bucs now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun. Winston. Looking deep downfield. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Robert Ayers able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now a play fake. Manning escaping the pressure right. Looking for Shepard deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Manning now to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
A second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. First throw for the backup, Davis Webb. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, it's Manning. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line. But it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Chris Baker with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Halfback sent in motion. Manning to throw on second down. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Play action. Manning. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. They go play action. Winston. This is caught by Jackson. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a Deshaun Jackson special, wasn't it? Deep downfield for a big play. But truthfully, if he catches it short, he can turn it into a long gainer, can't he?
Just such a big play receiver last year. 17.9 yards per catch, and that was tied for the league lead.
He's going to open up the offense in a big way in Tampa.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Second down, Winston. Flush to it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. To throw is Winston. And he's going to go down again. Todd Davis in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They go play action here on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Looking downfield for Godwin. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Winston dumps it complete to Miller, and down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Jameis to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Todd Davis in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. And the 49ers have moved out in front in that game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On first down, Manning. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Levante David coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. They'll run with Darkwa. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been complete. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Jackson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First down, Winston. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down throw for Winston. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go now. Four down, check. Four down.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When we talk about Harvard, you know we're going to talk about academics, but in this case, let's talk about a big year Cameron Brate had in 2016, the tight end.
Finished with 57 catches, 660 yards, and also 8 scores. To throw, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's go now.
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Devon Kennard in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. The play fake to Sims, now Winston. He gets it to Sims, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Avery Moss in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Manning now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I'm pretty sure the Giants saw big success for Sterling Shepard coming out of Oklahoma. They could see him in their offense working in the middle of the field and making big catches.
Second only to Michael Thomas last year among rookies in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. He's going to look deep down the field, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Manning. He finds Becker complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Manning. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Darquan. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says,
oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. They find some open field here. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. Manning looking to throw it. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall, and it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. On play action, now Manning. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. And it's the 49ers scoring again to open up their lead. A win would be their first of the young season. A play fake, now Webb. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Winston now from the 50. Steps away. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
O.J. Howard's career numbers at Alabama are not going to blow you away considering his talent. But the national championship game against Clemson, the one they won, oh, my God, yeah. What a night he had.
That's the game that I remember from his college career. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. The big reason, if not the biggest reason, they won that football game. And Winston lost the football. And he's going to fall on this one himself. So a bit of a weird ending for sure, but they will indeed come up short as this game is over. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.